semester, when we were coming up with themes for the UP JMA Week 54, we had everyone say words and feelings they felt embodied what JMA is exactly. We began hearing words like enchanting, extraordinary, and magical, and thus formed the idea of having a Harry Potter-inspired JMA Week with a Yule Ball for Culminite and Triwizard Tournament for Scout Hunt. Needless to say, this is not what we ended up with. This is only one of many, many suggestions and feelings that our officers wanted our week to exemplify. Thinking about it now, I realized that it took such a long time, not because we wanted to find the perfect emotion, but because JMA has allowed us to feel all kinds of things. It was hard to determine which to highlight. Like how we always teased one of our curly-haired babies. Yes, I call you baby. You have way too many feelings. And I guess I do too. Happiness. Well, this goes without saying. Every random lunch, spontaneous nutty dates, finally figuring out the soup at the tambayan, always manages to get me out of my academic coma. Sadness. At the thought of not being able to go out to a JMA event because of an upcoming exam, and missing out on what is surely going to be a good night. Exhaustion. From going to World Trade before the sun is even up, and staying for Ergus with all the passed out drunk people until the sun shines again. Fear. From announcing committee ranks during comm wars, and telling the chairs our team decisions. Pride. From winning org press and having the most ridiculously talented and good-looking team in Bakbakan 2, no matter how silly and feminine Sigma Serenas sounded to everyone else. Doubt. From finding out after a 3-hour wait that abstain won over you. Love. From the outpouring of support from friends and JMAers you didn't know had your back all along when they tell you to run again, and even encouragement from those who mistakenly congratulate you. And finally, courage. From the decision to try again and rise above all fears and apprehension. You may be wondering why I did decide to run again. A decision that, believe me, did not come easy. More than all the words of encouragement, hugs of comfort, and tears of support, it was this request from one of the young internals directors that got me to reconsider when he said, "Kish, take care of us, okay?" It was at this point when I realized that among all my plans, ideals, and ambition for internals, taking care of my committee and the organization, making them feel loved and supported is truly what I want to do. Like they say, people forget what you say, what you do, but at the end of the day, what people remember is how you made them feel. Just like JMA has left a mark on me because of all the emotions it awakened in me, I want to make a mark on everyone by sharing my cares and nurture and affection, no matter how absolutely cliche internals this may sound like. I've been around this org for quite some time, working not only with internals teams, but members from all over through ad hoc and week. And I think more than the technical knowledge I've shared, numbers of companies from my working directory, and templates of documents that I forward to them for convenience. What they remember from working with me is my annoying laugh when I laugh at my own jokes, due to a failed attempt to be funny and cheer them up. My sometimes sickeningly happy voice when I want ingress and egress to go by more quickly. My sometimes kadiri cheesy level texts of how I'm proud of them, especially with my launch team. And my never-ending supply of supportive wall posts at an attempt to not only be a head or a chair, but their cheerleader as well. If I manage to make a mark this way already, there is nothing more that I could ask for, but the opportunity to reach more people and guide more members, and at the very least, make them feel loved and cared for as Internals Vice President. I am not belittling my plans, my vision, and my proposals for the Internals Committee in JMA. But after really thinking about it, it is the relationships I want to build, friendships with members I want to form, and love I want to share, which gave me the courage to do all this a second time around. And people who know and have worked with me know that that's the truth. So now I come back to JMA with only the sincere desire to not just implement plans and effect change, but to ultimately take care of an organization which took care of me and gave me not just a membership, but a family in UP. Indeed, my officers were right in saying being part of JMA is enchanting and magical, and in true Harry Potter fashion, I can only end my speech with the words from the book itself, in a non-British accent. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Because more than just the idea of a better internals and a better JLA, what I promise is to live these out and make a mark, not just with my plans, but with the kind of person I am. Maybe with so many feelings, but maybe that's not a bad thing. So, Kish Mortell for Internals Vice President.